Well, a lot of things in life hurt us. But imagine seeing part of your body being buried into the ground and there is nothing you can do about it. Most times, it is the person in this situation that can really tell how it feels.
Ikindi kintu cyambabaje nuko bashyinguye amaguru yanjye nyariyo. Ikindi cya kabiri njye nasigayeho ndi muzima mbese bababaje kubona bafata amaguru umuntu no kubyumva mbese ni ikintu kitumvikana.
She is called Maria. Obviously, she lost all her legs to something that she does not even know until today. From then, life hit her different since what she went through is still stuck in her mind and sometimes she cannot even believe it happened. This is Maria's mother. While she explains what happened to her daughter, one can tell the pain within her. This family has been through a moment that has negatively changed and affected their lives. This is their story.
Yitwa Dusabe Maria Rosa. Abandi umubyeyi w'umwana umwe w'umukobwa. Nkaba naraje guhura n'ikibazo cyo gucika amaguru.
It was a long time ago in this village when Maria was born. She was born as a normal girl and she was okay and fine. Maria was always helping both her parents with housework at home and she was surely a well-behaved girl. She also managed to go to school, but this was not for long because they were poor and they could not afford to pay the school tuition for long, and this is how she dropped out. When she dropped out of school, all she could do was to stay home and help her family take care of them in all ways that she could. She heard and she was living with hope that one day they will get the money and take her back to school, but this never happened. She stayed home for a very long time until she grew and became a grown-up lady that was ready for marriage. She was in love with a man that promised her heaven on earth. He always promised that he was going to marry her in the nearby future. She ended up being pregnant and she gave birth to a baby that was a girl. He abandoned them because he was poor and he could not afford to raise this child, and he was not ready for marriage either. When she had a child, life changed on their side. Now, they needed extra money to buy the baby's necessities, and this is when she realized that she had to go and work for it, so she started looking for a job. She was given a chance to work at a nearby building site after 4 months of seeking for a job, and this was when it all started. She was working there and she always provided some of the money that was needed at home to buy food, and everything was fine. Soon after then, she lost her father. It was a very sad moment, but now they had to accept what had happened and start up their own life. It was a very sad moment for them, but now they had to accept what had happened, move on, and start a life of their own. This was never easy, but they tried their best and they managed to, which is very good. Now, Maria was the one that was supposed to take care of her family. She continued working there, hoping for the best, but life had other plans for her because it was not long after then when everything got ruined.
Nafashwe ari mu gitondo narabyutse ngiye mu kiraka nakoraga nyine mvuka kuguru kumwe gusikwaye nko kuyikanga.
It was that one morning that both of them will never forget when all this happened. She woke up and expected to go to work as usual. She had walked a few steps from the house when she felt like all the muscles in her leg had got stiff at once. She says that it was like it was shocked and there was no way that she could ever explain how it felt. All she remembers is that she failed to walk at all and just sat down and started calling for help.
Ubwo nitwa Kampire Trifine. Ubwo hari mu gitondo umwana agiye mu kiraka arabyuka ateye intambwe nk'eshatu abumva ngo umutsi urarabije. Aratambuka biranga. Ngiye kubona mbona umuntu w'umusaza amuzanya murandase. Ahita yihura ku buriri.
An old man that was passing by looked at her and he decided to offer the help that she needed. He carried her and took her back home and they put her on a bed because the pain she was going through was too much. Later, she completely failed to stand up and the skin on her legs was getting swollen, and according to her mother, there was a liquid inside and it took some time and it broke out.
Ubwo naje kugenda birananira nubwo namaze amezi 3 ndi mu nzu ntabasha guhaguruka.
She kept on taking care of her daughter, hoping that Maria's situation was going to get better, but it was getting worse. She tried going to witch doctors, but Maria refused and said that her situation could only be cured in the hospital because she never believed that traditional doctors were going to do anything about her legs.
Niruka mu miti ya Kinyarwanda dusaba namwe atoya mama ati dore ndashureba ukaji uruhu rukomoka none aho kugira ngo ngwe hano muri nkabibona niruzi.
She was taken to the hospital and the doctors failed to know what this disease was. They kept on transferring her to a better and bigger hospital to see if there was anything that could be done before she loses her life.
Nagiye mu kwa kabiri. Mvuye ndi mu kwa karindwi. Ku 25.
Kigeze muri kwa muganga.
Turi kwa muganga.
Both of them say that they spent a very long time in the hospital until one day that the doctors finally came up with a decision and they told her since the disease was growing up and spreading throughout her body, the only solution that was going to save her life was if her legs were cut off. She agreed to this because she did not want to die. They removed her legs and buried them in the morning while she was watching. This hurt her a lot and she has never recovered from it since it keeps going through her mind. Her mother came back in the morning to check on her daughter. She found her legs missing and she did not want to believe what she was seeing, so she asked the doctor, who told her that Maria's legs had been removed to save her life. This made her confused and she was always wondering how they were going to manage a life with Maria as a disabled girl, yet she was the one that was taking care of them.
Ikibazo mfite ni cyuko nta bufasha nta mbaraga ndashaje uwamfashaga n'uyu nguyu umugaye nta kuntu tumeze ntitugira amasirwa ntitugira n'iki ni Imana mbese idutunze.
She is too old and she does quite a few things, but she cannot work. They went back home, but now life is totally different because even getting food is not easy at all.
Nyine kugira ngo byakire biba bigoranye. Kugira ngo uvuga ati nta maguru ufite ari uyafite ntibiba byoroshye.
This is so because right now they do not have any source of money and they say that they are only living by God's grace and this is all they know. Now she needs a wheelchair, but they fail to afford it. This is what she is asking for today. She hopes that one day she will not be crawling like this on the ground, and we too believe and wish to see her in a wheelchair. The funds that will be used to help Maria get a wheelchair will be donated via Giving Life. A link that is in the description of this video and pinned in the topmost comment by Afrimax English, and this will be of great help to them. Thank you for watching. My name is Prince. This is Afrimax English. Do not forget to subscribe.